Charles Alexander and Opemebeka Waje Aye Chesa player of the week our Westo and watch Steph Curry and some other starter your Nikola Jokic or Yobia one some other starter and a player your friends are Victor Wembayama woman and some other starter and some confirmation I had the NBA now just a basketball yet the update and the academy and some amount pay live and some our show also now young co aye France aye road cracking off young fa aye transfer woman some nonsense and I'm not here mama Arsenal a boy na fansa Julian Timber outside ni abako and your fan of Quentin Timber na Quentin be Arsenal kai and some our Netherlands final now be himself final that team Van Persie as what the JAD gross a bono woman baba boss woman and crowd kaisa mebeka so bia muluzu 3-1 why substitution ama oba and some abam abasha back he go area call 3-2 wa ball bicycle kick last minute area call 3-3 cover pass ball kikiri na pai wa oma koluzu 4-3 ama chese final already am say one go goes na chese yesu na ababeso o kwaye win near their final 4 and some abamani ma for asepa na ama Quentin Timber and some atiri abaso bia juno I was one also echo na report aminya no say boy no ene myself for every yes say Olympic myself Roberto Rizalbi essay one mobile no aye 2.5 million euros a season bonus no aye 500,000 euros a season to aye bonuses I just a club no woman propose adiamano and some other family can say sika one some other general na what be na chesa no aye near can say 3 million euros and some aye amount of player you say Quentin Timber and some abaje area Fubokua ye fan say Marcel they coming in say wamumi enu some abawi ama chese sa move no and no and some abaso ebiam Arsenal for no wamu sa kwada ye fan say son and one nary and say yabeka be say Fulham Arsenal ama kwan and no pediam say can say Olympic Marcel and some aye club wamu say a son and one nary and will be a nominal casino wamu some abaso wamufa na asam na report am say can say woman say omudi campaign loan ekwasisa season and some other call Laryea and some now there agreement enya maso na mom dem say can say Arsenal ebetiase and some amasa loan do no and no some abasunte bia ebeye loan with no option to buy na some de akoda na be fam na mom ababo ebi abosumi sia ni wie e ma mu wie mu season and one some sado amade ebra mo koda we nya se bia ana option to buy and I say be obligation to buy be any will be uncountry be as one tontin one say akoda no double we pa na modena battery aka ni na say wo some about agreement amania ye first alone do no and no and some about so afai make house Roberto Rizalbi or no any player about koba na afai wo about press conference because abobokua ye fan Marcel omu game no wo some any Liverpool and about and no by Champions League game and some other question team manager no and the player bako and some other banner event in one another no may sure say I dance and for Romadi Akwadano, Abaye Messi Grewed, Abba Cap, and a young man to be was a Grewed, Abba okay, and say, Wamukobo Gambi, Amanda Casa, Obama Young, MOB, Abareste, Samach and Grewed, Akomeah, Wabo Hatrick, Okane, Cap Game, Omone, Lower Division Side, Omuya, Wamadi Girl Process, Omoshe, Estanama Clabano, Achese, Abaka, was some Samach and Inti, I was a Krabi, also Drubabia, Wamutumi Reston on Amachesa Pontia, your friend said Grewed, so arrested no and I can't be amateurs akwadawe wamo some baba so mo tene ba and no aye defi amaso ye and some banana pay no I was sure so we so ye kasai yenko aye La Liga ni Atletico Madrid aye club wamo so say Paris Saint-Germain and some player na ye fan Liga E omo and some baba so mo fana Liga E ayobia and some now no wamo so mo chese enya wintai ebia chese sama ni mo almost what to me and but serious kono me tese se base bia ampa womu tia sese bi a loan deal amroso no initial deal adia and a lika winter ya no womu som abefa ama teso no ensom adwone na bi asema womu ya so se bi obligation to buy anom aye serious city a ye de ebana player na kasa kra no report amensa kan say yeso 3 year pass Atletico Madrid ensom aye club ho ana babuama teso no atimi develop here ho ana babuama teso no dwumadi a ewosam ono so deni nyina no eno som abetimi akokama wono som atwese move ne ababa so ente amane ebiam aye Atletico Madrid amo boy na ye fano Thiago Almada bopa na say na dwuma bia born na nka no because boys no amo kwane no makotinchiri sa na memu ensom aye de Thiago Almada no report amenya no sa Galatasaray womo ana show interest say womo som anya boy na amo promise no wo bia pass say a long deal ana me jamansa kanza womo abeso mo fa kwatana ye fano sa Almada ema boy no ensom abesen ko on loan na enom aye kakra fruo eba bossa for no woman Sylvia Prague ensom o game about na omo ko aye Prague report amenya no say kwamo you on board chese eba obon Lewandowski nom yana chese womo makamu nyina so te flight ni mu a na chese Euro Studios no number set team no ensom anam wiem womo you on board eba bema na pause chese na no pay no ye den update ana dia wasam sakane nyina no ensom eba onim sa squad no manager na ranking changes awom ni nyina no say wa ma testing gun ensom ankobi dincha make us say medical ya betu jasa testing gun ebeko Shironya eno aye loan ana okoti testing gun aye out of Barcelona womo squad omo ko Czech Republic akobo aye Champions League game no ebiem no Lamine Yamal ni nyina no say Lamine Yamal our yellow card and wensom enshiranya match bia abakasa bro Barca for so say bia say Lamine edit team na chikona o motivating team betani ade dabi until Lamine no jamesa kan say won ka aye squad no so no aye suspended one team must game amanu ye I just no so nkobie ana Joao Cancelo womo sene no nanu ya no wono so ankobi essence onya registered omunya register no ente Joao Cancelo ayo bia demenya no say akwantu omutu no ono so anko eno aye serious city aye update no ensom edema na good news woman say Rafinha aye cleared na just Rafinha no doctors medically woman clear say wono aye available at FC Barcelona woman game was woman bono wono som ebetimi abonti Rafinha no ensom eshem aye available de nyame yaduma watching Barca for game woman som ababo na Ferran Torres anani plano the doctors can you know say we better fear 10 days na just say 1 week and 3 days anya dey say player you follow Ferran Torres ebetimi ababo woman be so mo chase na nine no wanyam ayen ya can say problem as on the muscle and here the 9 fano and in the muscle problem and just a player you follow Torres anya automatically what na fear 10 days adia and Charles say watching a game and after weekend adiano na just a Ferran Torres no and some out of that game Metesa manager no womu kodwa the press conference ababa so and some our just a Prague no one and a balde ebeton se akasa na senior nyoma siko ya anopa mebeka kodana fan say draw and one some actually okay na just a Paris Saint-Germain womu na fa ama meka twan cross boy no wakom ama manager na and some any ade yes Rafinha say manager ready sa Barca for hwene ye pana Barca for be ye kokwasa ebe ye no fe na wo mu jai ama coach no ade amemene fe ekwa da no be kona no so pa ka ne oma ne dela mo betena wa ya hwe ha ama manager na fe no sa flick ebe kono em say the same day na ono Rafinha enso mbabo ne oma because wo diri ye ba say unya coach bi otise ya ye nyai ema ne nkwana ono kwa no na won tia se reason tia mpanifo no woman timi an convince akoda wei ama boy ne Einstein na Barca fona shama just a draw and some akwana e wom say midfielders no omo do so ni adebat epra etimi ba ana boy no so obi onya bi ba wo bi also are promising ana ne ball no and some anu shipantena na on pese boy no ebeko ana o matena ya shama akwada no aginsemu na me no kasa akwada yi and some abeso okwanu ntino am say okwa ebe ha dwempa because you say aye rafinya gidie ba say na wo ka the most important figure and some of Barca aye omo coach no tise coach no aye obi afa so won so dia and in kwese Barca for no hwe ema chese manager no and some akwa no aye kakra frimo and the banana pe no wo show no so na report am nya no say mama yakoda na fa no sa Jean Diomande answer why Cote d'Ivoire Ivory Coast ni yakoda omo ba Africa no kra no Jean Diomande eba bi obo report ma aye Leipzig our Germany na Jamaica can say clubs awodwa wo mo pen hom ana chaso mo di animo wo beti Premier League ni mo wo beti so ana Germany one ya display mo ani at Leipzig say where dey some hwe AFCON bi so be a modern ba akura ne timi bo answer mumu ye kra ba yeso ne yetetiam amamo soto etwe dey 100 million euros or more nasa 100 no kwa say 1 million wani ya womun tombo we 100 ama wo do so mo kan gina say na ye ka say Diomande no 100 million euros or more player chesa no aya amount womun som ade atoso na womun som edumante ni nyina no aye kakra from aso deba na shockingly obakai Romelu Lukaku wobanenam Everton ekoman you no ena yese Everton for no coach ni gidie pasan onya Lukaku ba omawie because anymore omutimi nya Bobby say no any adelemani ndiaye ewo ho a masa and one some almost supply any Jack Grealish no ebe ye cross see and somebody abante me no kasai Everton for any propose wo munya Romelu Lukaku amope but asom no report amenya no say no polifo no enya omadwe so mu be jana because oye key player nanu ya wo mu complain ye say Lukaku pra ana chese Kevin De Bruyne ana Frank Zambo and Giza woman you know woman prepare ho ana ma Napoli ball drum yen sabi and some to aswa ama just a top sport our table no so woman some aluzi adiama Inter Milan na omutiri e pass na ye kase no Lukaku I recover by no ana babua ama just adiama kwedi ama Napoli tinya dia woman some abetono na Roma for coach no aye Gianpiero Gasperini manager ye for say Gasperini ana no pedi amenya no say yes manager no so gire pass we be yan sign in sene ba kumie because said as an opponent no Roma to me ba na to say be almost short man and some any identity yes say manager no center back and aye central defender was say here left back and some our team no and we say here winger ni nyina kra no we plan January ya kasai Roma dey say here kase bia no be kwakotam say wonni ni lo ni bia ba no dey obianim sa wudi obi abrana we betimi ama ni par da mega start ama chese ni pano and some about project no 3 key areas chese coachi se kwambia so no wonu some betimi augment update and some football kuwa ye fan some chese Roma for na so and some adebana no pay no and some our show no and want to know young koni ye kan some Premier League ni mai na ye fa update any ade and some na Liverpool team no say report amenya no say Dominic Soboslai you want to confirm say one club no edim komana obese we sent the contract and mabobokua you fan say Liverpool in fact I am come player na kasa and some ana akwakodie obese o chese we be so extend Edema club you fan say Liverpool to mo pan nyina no anya yes no abekọ ba bia one ebe stay now akoso abon ball and some ade mabobokua you fan say Liverpool eno ayasema e free aye boy na so ye and some banana no and so I was sure so Liverpool for no report amenya no say gentia answer magay our best no come eko aye Man City last summer the last day our transfer market no mo aka na sanka boy no I join boboku a ye fan say aye Liverpool no mo woman to me and you to be so anya obebo January and I say Liverpool foi ebe pushi akwanimo and I say be o metwan na nka bi asama woman some afan for free in terms na trimida kakra badru baby yabeka say Chelsea and so consider say woman san resign on former player ebiam yabeka just Man City so barum ama Chelsea to ba ho na gaza kwada no woman some afan ko and na ana the eba say magay and some adje no Jameson can say Man City for no tia commission. Adama Chesen agent commission ya normally obi atua. Na mo blobo kan nyina no say enye sika ketro bia keko na otum say a significant amount ana ba sa wo butua no ma akoda no ni agent omo susu say asai say obi arum say bia akoda yi ebeje around £300,000 a week no enye no ana de boy no call enye Man City no mom agent no dia no kan ana ma Chesen akoda no kwa no ntino na Chesen Liverpool aye club wo muntimi ana Chesen Man for no pray our sika some usika and some ayesa USania one chese ayufoi baba pray mas enya juma buda before no e wo fi bank e sha taso enum ana chese man player no so akọ signing here eba no say domo so mo kan nyina no say domo so no na sika no to play sika obeso o gene na wotwe na £300,000 a week ko pama mo no wo mo kro mo nyesa o ana kai se domo ene Enzo Fernandez mo no wo mo sika no nuru sa ana biam domo kan say no more center backer one our different attribute than the akwada way and some ekita everything ma am say my gate you know woman shed am pursue am kwani mu biemo and then am bana join boboku you for say Man City e go so ye kan when say coach e for say aye Pep Guardiola any akwada na you for say aye my guy en komo no nyina no mama Pep na ye tie Pep kakra because manager na e kasa na Pep say na ne ya die pa the manager akwada na back say one we bought national team afei we Premier League na mu we bia no madwuma akoda no so ebetimi abone ya ntina ho behia pantene na ne die pass no we sign e ya akoda na ye for say magay ye Pep Guardiola
and him especially, you know, because I know how he was on the top central defender for the national team. Say on my personal name, thanks to the club, you know, to bring him here. We come from had the perfect age from many years and can play right, left, and him especially, you know, because I know how he was wanted to choose us and bring him back for the problems that we have in the back in the next few months. So yeah, it's really, really important he's here on the top central defender for the national team.
Pep and I'll tell say you didn't some Emma wa bring on Asania Kwadana Denaba. You're up to telling you not to no Kasai Mansur 4.8 fan Oscar Bob. Na Mami Oscar Bob no full and fun any prepare because woman are so doing come sa Kwadano, woman that's what Deleco. Anna Jaminian say Mansur some open because and nobody and twice Semenonum Abanti say and yes Sikanaba Nasa Sikanum Tasum Kwadia. One more Tias and Omaton, Oscar Bob, Ama Quadano, and some Ako, not German Santa, and it's around by £35 million, no, and no, I amount, I was Sabokua, your friend said Fulham and the Bansana, one said to me a player, your friend Oscar Bob, and some Ama Bueno, and some Etimiaka, no, you know, I can't through a debena after some real Magday, Dominion, some Manson Fono, one say I'm a transfer window, done. I know this winter na just January and yes Man City any player BBM and some other I know kakra free Man City for no one must swear the anano no and some our show so na you call a fans at Chelsea one some aswa ya report from and can say one more per midfielder and say attacking player and this year now this year no either say one better on winter. And I say, Yami Adama Sama, dear Hiana say, woman midfielder, Ediaba, no Masape attacker, and some Adanaba. Now, Bona Note, Jano, one so more for player, every year Brighton, you know, woman you can't say, kopama print no modene bento abobo ebia be 6 months bi jama oyepa January omejano kwan erisa wote say wo mo jabo na no te kwan ma ne ko amane club the parent team Brighton aside na kwa koma Leeds United wo mo say that was the initial agreement na cheso mu mienu nyina no wo mo nsom akona Julian Alvarez ediana maybe my break and opesa Chelsea club wo mo say 100 million euros empo ana chese bi be piem ama chese akwatana ye fere say Alvarez aba Chelsea wo mo nsom adene beba no report am say kan say na Paris Saint-Germain and Barca obi yedem so mo nyina ope but chese in the pecking order wo mo be so mo chese Chelsea etim no ensom ana awurade kan nyina no ye factor medema anopesa boy no yeso nya return to the Premier League wo no som epe kakra free wo ensom banana pay no ensom awo shono sunti there manager for say Liam Rosinia wonom atena say no pay na the press conference baso dey kwa awia time nimu a dia manager no som abansa questions how do I know ensom ababa domino sobos na make answer no woni coach and a bayani kan say press conference ensom abom ama chese no kakra and ensom from abana man for no Jamie Carragher say Yamfa Michael Carrick NG Premier League and Yamfa Liam Rosinia NG Premier League adea Carrick has a team be our Premier League biane manager no our something special bibia and yes from kokra and now again Michael Carrick who what about Jilly Kadiama you want to me and again special William Rosinia our the Premier League going to me and no some Jamie Carragher one some Yabenintino was suggested a manager Samuti Abatu to John on the Jobet me have selected Ediama you say woman you according to Jamie Carragher was say only a Negosman aya 1 2 aya Thomas Tuchel and 3 aya Luis Enrique and for last one aya Newcastle coach no Eddie Howe was some enipa makoma akufo yi emu baako and betimi league amaman for no wo some aya Premier League no and some aya so mo now so say yes time na Ruben Amorim awoman no ba na omu coach yi chese Ruben Amorim no am so no Patrick Dogu die wo fa no nche no kwasa wo hwe ya o monitor ni ya coach no will be on a pre-match conference and I see be on the post-match about criticizing Cecia. Now I'm over so much as what Tunani esi Patrick Dogu and so I'm just a Drew not brain I said club no cry out for no now yes senior players need one ma said not many Janum and Dogu esi dealing no money Joe cry and in Tibumo to say Bruno Fernandes I Takano I Bruno Fernandes one and it's just a host of father players libi and by the Kasa yes onya betrebi bia be ko kamena Juma Dogu abon na say no say woman ya pass and by no some any January woman ya now for our dressing room sir where a young boy into 18 heaven and just a learning journal and could be main almost some young codano one na grow some for and some version in crime more amen and you must what done at Yama Kodana and update I asked for one so Manuel Ugarte report on some man for no woman rejected a yes almost some requester woman the boss one put Ugarte and some other quene one so Montiasi Emma move no and some Emma Breno a kakre almost where at Real Madrid Monaco and na we shall probable lineup and also other Koswana just a coach no I vow a belwa where you fought no bium ama just a Jude Bellingham ne out that golasnom aye Aurelien Chouameni Gonzalo Garcia in Belpene Vini Junior woman ana Dominion so fifi any animu understaters as Makina no person Rodrigo aye out afeche no Valverde aye just say Raul Asensio no and aye Nice and after Fran Garcia now Courtois and some Adam and you said your game no Ebesiako now I say Alvaro Abelua when one can about campaign publicly about supporting a Fini say yes what come will be at a shadow Yama behind the scenes maybe now what come will be at Samunya Bona Munfan Koma Vini and a pass a more bono more Kotobe Kumba say be a pass be a keke no aba wo say Vini enkonko fada bi wo pass ya ma Vini a show say be a ball na wo bone chese pants a wo dem kono incisive eno ebi and also am supply Vini e wo benku so mo ye side no dia eno ababua ma chese Vini no watimi asawe discover the former wo bi anu so no ensom wo ma dia ba ko efe and say na no ya game mo boy mpa na supporters ebo mu tutui ma me moment na Mbappe e born some Edman Vinicius Junior Hano yes Mbappe born in some Vini was say Vini a good job and one let's go come on Vini and one no I just on one teammate because now Omajibia Guomopa in the third game I'm just say the supporters are hostile Emma Omwankasa one players any ateno no be yasa Mbappe be support one kasa teammate Tanunti Wabra Basa press conference Abbas no Shadrack Mumiantie Mbappe asema Madaba tu jam anano penonwa say dia ene momo nyina tutuo na munya so matumani na de sinipa ba akoso na mo kaso wonom anasa wonom ananya jani ade amachese sane ma nyina no eno so akoso abo premier chase wabra Madrid abo Monaco and before the game anumero no wo press conference about we ensom ya some branchia ye farisa Mbappe ensom arituja
jugamos ahora, es la culpa de toda la plantilla, por eso que yo hablaba de eso y es la única cosa que yo tengo que decir al madridismo.
Wow, and then no an American link to man no some near Canada brano and some player fan saying Mbappe no one also can be edifying here can say yes a situation where no pay no yet am to tell the can no and some at abana my friend to say other gamer and also attention about so I near fan say Interford and so body at here Arsenal but Dominion say Madrid on say Barca moko Vitinha because we are set on cruise ko woman balance into Vitinha ho na Vitinha ho no yes the agent say a bit difficult pass Paris Saint-Germain for the Vitinha say woman Madrid na asutro me no what to be done now you move find Mbappe ko na also be find Vitinha ono kran wokwa kansam ne saying ana che Paris Saint-Germain for say Madrid for say amu Vitinha enya adwuma enti eye difficult say wo mo be jaima chese player ababa join Los Blancos anya de ese baba so enu ti the Madrid for no say wo mo da so our transfer market ne mo wo mo pe eye defenders aba wo mo say pe midfielders enso aba wo mo no bu so de no be hye na babo akwan bi aso no wo mo so ade obi ababa a chese no eye kakra free wo enso ade aba fe Arsenal wo mo any Inter Milan for game eba so na dem say kwan bi aso de be sibenya say because eye San Siro no Inter foi wo mo biam pampena Christian Kivu unim say coach no akoka say mo say Arsenal wo mo timi sharp set pieces goals mon country Arsenal for say Inter so set pieces goals wo mo nim shapa enti ade na wonim ho ye no omo so nim ye enom aya asoma Kivu ekan na Kivu on Arsenal wo say wajitum wone aya chesa akwada na medena excepts ema na no pay our sports bite Manola Kanji was one of boy na aya advance Arsenal one of the best teams and some our Europe since here ye ka say omo nim popa mo form no Arsenal eka yenche Christian Kivu on Arsenal.
And Arsenal is one of the top clubs in Europe. With whatever they spend in the last years, whatever they showed lately, the ambitions and the competitiveness that they had in the last 2-3 years, they end up second in Premier League. The level of the club, the level of the team is very high. This season they're first in Premier, first in Champions, and this is a proof that this club it's competitive, and it's one of the team together with Bayern, in my opinion as well, are the strongest in Europe.
Coach I fan say Christian Kivu and out say one what jitum say na omo ba mo chimi no na chasam say wo mo som awo form pa na manager no baba kubu say wo ka wo ana mo Jose Mourinho Champions League na ye ka say ko 16 years anyway na chasa 2010 Kivu ka wo pa na momu team no and the current team way wo similarities e wo say bia de na omo saa time no ebi wo Inter say just Inter Milan wo mo betum de age a Champions League na was one obi o type comparison say wo de way to on person you man kra yenti kivu time and church and insemu.
I don't think it's fair to compare two teams that they play in different ages, different players, different football. It's been only probably 16 years, but football has changed a lot. It's not that like it used to be. It's more physically, it's more intense, it's something different for what it used to be. And I don't think it's fair to compare two teams that they have the same goal. I don't think it's fair to compare two teams that they play in different ages, different players, different.
Free and your manager Fanci Kivu as well, and some bana manager Fanci Tadiano, Mediamo no po onia kwatane Fanci Gabriel Jesus and a press conference. Na Jesus I say Oma Ben Huache. Premier League no amukwa no matosumi no wamukwa no matosumi na we say omo bibia bi dia omo hia e wo so mo de title e bi so mo na so bia no wo tiri pass omo wo mom e very tough enya fo say bia wo call ya Premier League guess wo na wa kwakofa entente batana de bo so omo kan nyina no say wo mo so e betimi asoa Premier League title no yentie Gabriel Jesus.
What I do think is we are getting closer, like you say. Unfortunately, the last 3 seasons I'm here at Arsenal, we finish in second, but yeah, we are in a good way, we're in a good shape, you know. We are happy that we are in the position that we are winning games, you know. Unfortunately, obviously last 2 we didn't win, but still it's a Premier League, it's tough, you know. I think to play in this competition is hard, so yeah, we are in good way. We have amazing squad, you know. Every single player can help the team. No matter who starts or who is on the bench can make an impact and change the game. So yeah, I do believe that we can win, not just like one tournament or other. We just need to focus on games, game by game, and then try to win the games. That's it. What I do think is
Gabriel Jesus and I'll tell you Dennis Samadema Fayanko back to Madrid and Sadiana name Mbappe so supported a Jude or supported a Chester Vinny Junior a Chester press conference and a question of Mubusaya and you may cross to before Levante game Okaya. You can about 2 last week and say woman bomb to and send a game of Crano and some Marcos almost a Fabia na Mbappe and a Duke command supporters and a Bakufo. Tell them about to 20 and I'm the album. You take a crab branch here. Your friend is a Killian at the mine.
The public is not happy with us, but like I said, they have to do the same treatment for everybody. If they're not happy with us, they boo all the team. It's okay. They don't have to put one guy or the other, because it's not the fault of Jude, it's not the fault of other ones, it's the fault of all the squad, you know. We put a whole stuff in this situation, so it's our job to change this situation as a team. We can accept that the public is not happy with us, but like I said, they have to do the same treatment for everybody. If they're not happy with us, they boo all the team. It's okay. They don't have to put one.
Saudi Arabia for the be a place call. Na report to say January pass winter transfer market is Madrid Abertonia almost on the top bueno a winter na. Yes, Saudi for the be cry so and Kebian Kabel £200 million be almost so the batch almost a winter and 200 million pounds. wɔn ntɔn ɛyɛ vini ɛma obia wɔ Saudi hɔ ɛno ɛyɛ sɛdeɛ city a yɛde ne update ɛba Galatasaray ɔmo training no yɛn nsa brante wɔn sɛ Victor Osimhen egyinam den nyame yadom a wɔn nso awɔ tough game ɛbɔ nti wɔadra Galafrons ɛprepare no na kyɛsɛ Osimhen ɛyɛ bi ɔno nso egyinam nyame yadom na kyɛsɛ ɔmo game ɔkyena no ɛba so no wɔn nso ɛbɛtumi aba against Atletico Madrid no ɛyɛ Osimhen nso akɔ akɔduru campa yɛde update ɛnso ɛde bɛyɛ yɛn fɛnsi na yɛn ma bedwafoɔ no ma na afei yɛn toa so this ɛyɛ Wontumi Sports Buffet. Ne mbai no mo sababa ma start me nkomo no wo ba bia Leroy ene Sadio Mane edi omo nkomo no meka Claude Leroy former coach. Your leadership is very much important. Na nye bia so na obo no ma wo de wani hu the other day na meka chiro bi say ene is your dressing room no ye kakra bi ne babonten ene nti na place ne bi ho no ma or retire we no babontin or kasa or coach be retire or kasa interviewer now man for tia no so surprised hey any name see look whatever transpired between Mane and Leroy on the touchline during that intense moment of the game my share video no over ato me bo ase ahwe pa na ya na kasa woni panimu adue e true o say Mane no je ade na de blame Mbappe na ye kase wa mu ade ni coach instructions and one ni so no afa anya adwuma no the same thing man ye no but this is on a positive note intino ya sheda an kase man wu mu ade na say at the time na man ko duru kwana no hono no it took about few seconds and ode a friendly place no mo de back na madwene kwade bi so say Messi bo bia woni mo wiase bia na obo de Argentina na starting from 2014 no na players na adwene ye mo say eni kwan so mo worship Messi because worshiper sorry to say just some but respecting the leader in his role no squad no and team no and nation no de ahye ne nsa no na Argentina for nje Messi ntumu sa na nei mabo ni pari mi ensa di o Mane di ho mabo Mane no mabo Mbappe ena mabo Messi also mo nyina ye leaders but so check Mbappe crowd de na say Mane de na nyo na captain for Senegal o e Koulibaly na captain but they are kase leader o ye leader you perform at the time even for crime for money so him say boy na ye hwe no say camera and feed ya na ye ni ehunu bibia o unless the camera feeds na ye hu say we dey cause but at the stadium no a lot is see look if omunya video no ma me be me de pa Mane bu
puppeteer on asem so puppeteer ka so bia ma se ko dressing room man no crash as an am sako be kobi but o share coach no and o ka se me tu na sum and I was turning ani and everything changed asem me making for about 25 years away and 30 years Senegal for man nyina beka e de mo man aba so say had it not been that little moment no so free place no sa buy everything would have changed and changed against Senegal. But Yannick as a leader is always different from the captain. Me Mascherano, me who Argentina team no at the time and all retire no. Me who so stronger saying even Messi na Nadia Bono. He speaks, everybody listens. Sana man in Koulibaly DNA. Koulibaly na failed no so. Everything would have been mess. The other man in Rona will play no. But Mani was so exceptional. I'm sorry why Omanya video now for a team for to sync up with what I'm trying to put across. But oh yeah, story and imagine as I also say we have leaders and you have captains, and some of the times there are leaders who function and perform on the blind side of people, yet the effectiveness of their role is felt by people who lead you. Even man in the end of the day, I quite tell you saying now look, Messi Kojina Holland for any man who you say they are not all year or Niguye mo sure ne Mexico for year in it went beyond a day names a Messi between ye with your boss. At some point you need your leader to just stand up for everybody. Imagine him say many years I money the man Senegal for the way forward and a year train say or bought the atwaso the Senegal view and I say own train and move my mobile of course the official mobile me or crana what you two or quite a quan draw a free Barcelona and yes surprise and ya na hames also because this has been the case for a very long time. This has been the case. Barca production farm a lot of talent. Now unfortunately some of these talents the top level football now new camp no. If you at some point and maybe more opportunity as aba back aba ye the person way. If you also my back bio make us say Barca fans the neutrals a kind in say PK eba back. Obenya Fabregas call ba ekoy ono so eba ba Fabregas Wontumi and debut ama the senior team no and the koy Daniel all of them left. Draw I mean top players in be a crack to hono and see omo na boy akeke chwantana. Why do some of the Barca fans feel say what they feel today no has to happen? Yes, true. Maybe how boy ne kono a generation when we over support Barca, but it has been the culture of the club to be losing top talents each and every time. So draw better and why yes and a PhD could be it has always been happening. Ay Moriba nanu ya Moriba wanjin wanko. Yes, Moriba na meka na wasem. Fikai Senegal defender yi. Ono kwa de kofa ni free baby achi no behemu. But how can you keep all these players? As if says Barca keep your pa, omo keep your nyina be yie. They automatically transform into quality players. Ebi mo say omo enko no. Enyo mu nyina na yie. And I've given you the best of examples. Boyan Kekich, wanko ya we could see ni say Giovanni Dos Santos. What also about fighting Messi because he believed in himself. But as he say, Giovanni is say of fighting who say no politics, you know. Record the name Pep Guardiola more or two no more favor Messi. As no Giovanni no. Yeah, later no na dwene so walk no. Giovanni and Sanko survive bim. Me for draw so. So kaso be kwa. Ya onko no onko try baby foforo. Luis Enrique is also a coach of man crank be chances. He is technically gifted. There's no guarantees of Tina Basanoa. Obabe drew level a man for his and said Obabe Druno. And of course, there's also no guarantee said Babia Okono or Kwaku. Both sides have ever worked. And you know, I don't want to belong to the side that say, oh, can someone here dinner chino or quota say no. Obi Martina yao and work it to say you're open. So draw Kona Okono and show that and yemi. He's a young chap. Or can baby for a family so be it. Nabusian for so any beji or no so the carrier and a babuano. Pep Guardiola Diana Roy and then now Manchester United France, Pesa Alex Ferguson or Yedima Masanwako. Magway Ebia, I mean, person me ba me element. I can't say na me can't time a chance and abam no be bad. Esa no was so mudodo, but we really person me train kakra. Ebia contractor magwe was you know. Or more 30% under Pep Guardiola. Only Antoine Semenyo. Because 30%. So Antoine Semenyo is signing be 5 years. Ebia no more 2 years under Pep Guardiola and a Pep Janwako. The same thing I make fat Magwe. Now at the end of the there's something so good happen behind people or on the blind side. At the end of the say Pep Guardiola and Pese already he's laid the foundation for success, recruitment. A quite be a first top players be and one lady at toward the mom. But how obey hand you over the ama whoever comes in next, you know, and now she see at the mom. Shadrach, where the Fabra? Silas Ferguson, the last squad or DG League, you know, the man Manchester United, not all corner. So what is a United fan be able to Ferguson? Oh, when you ya my and I see and I connect in ya. Yes. But only by Adrian. Wontumi kokasa or the G League. Oh me yaw. No me kasa bi say. Yes, 13th century adwuma yi. Say me yaso me mic na me kasa. Me ne attention nyina nim 7 year for na kasa. But adwuma no ye beduru from ba bia na studio kro na wo kasa me all live from near for kasa no. People can still speak to me na ma yi o ma no. Our brain confuse me. And it's purely down to experience and how you can have a communication with multiple people and confuse message na wo deliver no. And a Pep Guardiola will do so. Materials na fegi reji no. So we jam obi a we kira Wontumi fa nyadwuma no. Just experienced guy, a coach who knows the terrain like the fegi na all you know. So o check squad na Kagawa more, Anderson more, Tom Cleverley more, Chikarito more. I mean, these were the players that na war squad you know. These were the players that na a war squad na fegi the GO. Omunya Look at the lineup. Yeah, Boameka Accra. Shall line up with the TVC. When a fegi judge at the 2 hole.
So, here, Phil Jones and Euro Ferdinand Nemenya Village, Patrice Evra, Faye Post, Coach Michael Carrick, Danny Wahlbeck, Shinji Kagawa, Bobo Kakra, and Hernandez, and Chicharito, and Ronald Van Persie.
Yeah, we know the judge. Now when Americano, Fergie is the first person to call out for Enfahoni coaches are buy before Manchester Fergie to Manchester United. He has come to change almost everything, how they see football, everything. Sana Pep Babaye, what changing fans' mentality. Before Pep Guardiola arrived, Man City was a typical English team. It's kick and run. But be a born in one way anymore. The English has a concept of understanding this game. It been a damn is with him. Even though how am a person born, yes, I am a penal. But England, the phone say, ball pressure in him, but pressure not born. Say, keep on in a way, no more. I want a pressure, born a baha pressure, and yet across the entirety of the field in that pressure. And it's about in free keeper with me going the towel, not a paper and impression in the suppression of the zone. Sana English football, so they kick the ball up there, and I must send a pressure about then they follow up the suit. So what check squad were Village Ferdinand 2013-2014 Fergie Economy if you say they were past their prime. 5 years or so. Phil Jones, the peaking point at time. So Oban FIFA carry Kenny or coach on his schools. No money schools can not retire Kwasaba. Okay, so Okoto boot to acquire home. Okay, I still know who the boot you know. So he had to get a new boot, a professional boot. As I saw the Bababo, as a Babak, or the Fergie didn't come away. And you have Kagawa, you have Wahlbeck, Chikarito, Van Persie. This squad, and Odija actually. Odija David Moyes. Squad, we know Odija actually. Look at what Pep Guardiola is doing. Squad, you know, he's giving 20 plus players from the academy their debuts. And then now, the only tricky bag is saying no one the free Spain by say every club no or strength the basis in a free mubano. The check buying, man one of you from the buy. Omakofa Jonas Orbig. But one come then they have Kimmich as part of the core, the spine of the buying team. Kimmich and you pay Omo Musiala. Musiala Babe replacing one Thomas Muller free here for the buy. That is the basis. Liverpool so yes hala be and saying EBEN Louis Enrique or your mom. But at Manchester United, what was the foundation of Fegidi Jaumo? It was like BBN ho.
Yafina yebeshe bibia foforo.
And the United for no kasasa abesine. Look at what Pep is preparing. When you say already no, we'll go Vienna and Ababe replace Chiki Bergstein as football director.
The same model. The
same model. Why former Portuguese international. Now, apart from what the Pep lenders in the Colotu, as I mentioned, it told me important games rules to Jadi Momo. No more year, Pep or Cry, no. Or Cry from City perspective, no.
So, that major signings away because Mekai say, last season, Rintasan was signing Mamush Mune, those guys in the Bishop, not this winter, so San Semenyomoba. So when you say bia me ko bat me botim na bro. So me John Messi and Semenyo Magei omunyina a players and kebi the next 2-3 years so be sound on board in pa.
Yeah.
So more the same former.
And I feel omunyina so aye mo major move. Oh the other kwakwe no. Go in Semenyo. Omo big club we so since City da.
Magei dey say from where now they call Crystal Palace.
Na there ya big Pep Guardiola here me then say look at the first team. What the academy player Babaji EPL player of the season. Academy player. What na Babaji EPL player of the season. What the Man City player je Ballon d'Or. What je Champions League. What is left? Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis, or Nico O'Reilly. This place really free form one money buy and they are parts of the base for Man City. Pep Guardiola de Bijahako. Yo, this is what every coach has to do. Na mpese me kese say Pep or cry and apart from so na no kase 6 26 27 with me akono from the signings and everything he's doing no ya or crying but so job basis we the mom o ya maresca na ba ya obede o ho akiro hwe place we kiro who sign of we kiro bi I mean in fin on short quality o ya maresca ho kiro company ho kiro ateta ban ho kiro no he also has some disciples o kwa with me ahwem as I fabia ba Man City is now established now. Away from that, Jimmy Carragher, Semna Walker, a bit very true, but a bit very true or not. I mean, can I say? Or say there's nothing special about Liam Rosini and Michael Carrick or bit with the Champions League. Now, and you're not crying walking. And now we can try. What is so special about them? Two. It is a special, be unique, our for free. Being a long member of the game, what for free more whatever. She Pep Guardiola, some like no. First Pep Guardiola was defender, now who defender no. He was a fellow in buying defenders. I now referee Pep. Go for Basa.
Say chiri kwa na nche here no. What you share 3 or be show 9. Say no pen.
But no two defender unim answer. Oto Vadiola anche you, to Ruben Diaz. And oto we dey na beka. I can't jimu nyina oto mo no use so mo no amamoko. Well, it means he's grown from failing at Barca in buying defenders to not getting rich players. Look, the Ayasha said Rossinia, Michael Carrick, what have they learned from the game? But the Etienne says, oh, let Dimitri Swajidi. Let Zidane Swajidi. But Zidane a history for Madrid, I want to me in breaking with ease 1, 2, 3. Then Dimitri. And none obede asterisks better one side. I can say, Maria to about the manner. Now, the referee Chelsea squad no. What kind of Chelsea squad no? Ashley Cole, Wasengwa, Cahill Lewis, Mikel Obina City, a woman, Frank Lampard, a floaty, as a dynamic 8. No Babenya Mata, Bertrand Traore, now Semaluda, Kalua, Didier on top. Mature squad, we are coach great to me, home. Oh, so somebody thinks say Dimitri and Frank Lampard the role or money did drova. They had failed in 2008. The same about 90% of that squad, No makubo 80, they no ma JT Apache into more bano, no money now better that. And said na Senegal Diagu wako finance 3 as a 4. Now what it Yaguna, what's who the Morocco the Nigeria no. They say some confusion so mukwene and I just say Kuomo. So that players that squad did you know even they see more class at the bench. Omunyina bowie no pa check the following season do Senegal. They were fading squad. The same thing as Zidane Benyaye. Matured squad. They also cry Vinicius. Can we say same for United squad now? Can we say same for Chelsea squad now? We ain't to me. na mmom obo coaches bi di hyehyɛ mu na me Jimmy Carragher anya dwene ɔsɛ wan
Eddie Howe
agye waje title back up na no
girls man
waje title back up na no EFL Cup
Luis Enrique Shemu
he should be serious how the only serious Eddie Howe so agye dey akofa buy no Bundesliga and oje German Super Cup 2 onye hwebio these two coaches when you be in free komunum he should stick to Thomas Tuchel and Luis Enrique but even with them they would have to cut off the scrap na wo ho no Luis Enrique first squad when adwuma Enrique is the type of coach. He changes the mentality of the squad. He changes the mentality of the fans. He changes the way they see football. Sa no akoye Paris o. Sa the freedom no benya obasa. Inte Enrique in place we may adwuma. Na on check crash say Enrique o come market na kototo nkran or top quality of the quality. You write a squad wey there yawo. Adwuma ne say na tie. They need somebody obetimi abelay foundation dey ato mo amomo. To say the character be no. Character ye could do be a year or two. Now so we push a club and do top 4 awie no. Yawo. No matter character say no major kwan because character obetimi abeye do be won't me from one tra. Eho na Xavi ekokodru wo Barca no. Eho na Pochettino ekokodru ye e Tottenham Hotspur. Why be dru baabi. Dia aka no enye ono na be ye. Character has to push United. Sorry. To a level. No panimubia. Okay. Yes, sana dia netie. Sa panimu kro no sa
de ono onim team ni mu dada. To o mehye nneoma na nneoma na yese tie sikrom dia na dia main driver.
Yes, because so kasa wo twen character successor e be che. And kasa Enrique mra we say mu se sia so dia forget it. But just obi onim in house. E be ye dwona say me kasa Xavi be ye. Xavi na ka be Hans Flick adwuma na. Sabri ka basa ne fans ne Hans Flick anya. San kran to fefo na Xavi o intine no start kasa no. But no ya be do level bia la mimu abakubasi monya Spain collapse ni ade. Then they needed somebody or show any or need to crash show say yeah. You know why he is trying to talk about. You know say no Xavi. I say buy na Hans Flick ba. So on the score of Thomas Tuchel ne Enrique die metena say but even with that not for now. The two now Canada I'm sorry. I don't align with that.
Whoa, Mate, me da senu. Bray, Steve.
Yeah, me da say a whole lot of issues and around. And the most important thing our stories are new kind of interest kakra. Yeah, some opinions are best kept. You don't have to share certain opinions. At this point in time, the opinion of Jimmy Carragher and Jimmy Carragher is not what Manchester United and Michael Carrick needs at this point in time. Sometimes, yema uncrophobic chance to express themselves. Niemo mokani ni amonso ebetimi aye. Coaches here, Obubo Mudi, Enrique will not work in this environment. Now check it how I top managers no omo peke omo clubs. So even Carlo Ancelotti, the biggest ejuma alcohol fire no Napoli and then Everton. Time or hit the top gear. No? And you name say the success on about with clubs they have the purchasing power, ability to get players. Every manager works in the shop would want to work in an environment ASC. So Michael Carrick comes in. The discussion about Manchester United, anytime whenever a coach comes in, Carragher has an opinion about the manager. But now the problems at Liverpool no cry on can was him. And it's lot for Liverpool, none credential at the end of Agia. But they give him Liverpool. So when there, your opinion issues just get rid of such opinions in the public space, because Anyano Michael Carrick here, he played a fantastic game of football and over winning. The only thing United in here is consistency. That is the only thing they need on the field of play. Consistency. So Carrick may not be your favorite person. Will be our right to that. But on man the chance to have a sound mind, nania all year till the end of the season, because on a permanent manager for United, so about on the interim. So at the end of the season, and they will decide whether to go in for another manager. But see, here no more say there's stability, there's consistency. Why not? Me personally, this has always been my dream. I want a former player of Manchester United to revive them, because Ferguson can't be coaching this list of great players. None of them, in their moment of despair, and to me, and Manchester United. So I wish a United ex-player, our Danny coach, Betima Yejumana Pejo Messi baby and Omo, not necessarily a big boy from Germany or that place. So Carragher, some opinions are best kept. The Senegal for Koye, the way ended the AFCON, I think it was a very bad spectacle for Africa. The Western world, I was certain mentality about Africa. Now, some quarters are starting about on my way now when the World Cup will come on, look at what they are doing. You see, in as much as a few ref, now was right, the penalty was a legitimate call. It was the right
penalty
call.
It was the right call, yeah.
But what they are saying that will be another Makloloa. FIFA president, the Moroccan king, can't be at the stadium for people to misbehave the way they did. It wasn't right. And for Papi Tiao, whatever suspension on the man, he deserves it. Because I felt in the midst of the chaos, there was sort of trying to baby. It could be planned. No, I trying to baby for the boys to do, but for a coach to call the players off the field. Because football, certain decisions are quite more that I could tell will be bad. Now to Sadio Mane. At this point, I feel he has a bigger legacy than Didier Drogba. Oh, ye African great now. Sadio Mane, anye.
Didier Sukasama soldiers the Togo for me. Let me man produce some
say football no. You see, football no, is a tool to unify people from different race.
Wontumi.
The only idea a bar. Obi mind say me enemy ni me rival ni yitimi be one. But they are not yen at that point. Na identity mu never. Morocco for ne nyoma bebra mani anje ho. I feel they deserve sanctions. Some befa goalkeeper bi ta o bi best or for so bi na player about opposition po echi. The referee and whoever was in charge shouldn't have allowed that. But the moment that this is Africa we are talking about, at that point, the two teams are representing the culture, the hospitality. Say Africa a continent ebunipa. Our respect for yen until not for Obia interest, but for the interest of Africa. Near Morocco, player no koyeno, it shouldn't exist in anywhere in the world. Say professional player bu opposition poechi. Minini enti a ref in a man ho kwan sa. So before be tao. Na me na me player we na em say one wanya stubborn da. Kama wo mo nan kana kakra ansana o ma ba solve problem. Because you are causing chaos. We nyina anye. But the fact that you decision on the field and ye nyina obi odi football achieve him say touch no there a penalty a foul. They shouldn't have acted the way they did. Ocean the other side, they defended their country, which is for that reason they were there. But I represented Africa well. You see, Sadio Mane now Akomeah FIFA World second place there. He's won everything with Liverpool. He's won African Cup on 2 occasions. See, about an African legacy, the Accra. me fa drop anka ho in terms of ban African football legacy me fa Mohamed Salah enka ho to have won 2 trophies for a country widely respected. But say who back down to ni respect to man no mo need anything to show for. That is Senegal. Senegal di no ti Senegal do mu e te se Mali di ye ken. Oti di na as a yes, you would want to put something to their name, but unya bibia sa. And once Bobo Salif Keita, Frederick Kanute, Seydou Keita, players now Bobo Mudin. But unya crew wanted to show. Senegal had El Hadji Diouf. Look at their former manager in defense. He did very well for Senegal. They've had great players. But for this generation, they are exhibiting something foreign to West Africa. Typical West African side, in your quality index, a broswa, it breeds in discipline. Especially, so we making name European teams now. A breeding in discipline is the reason I yet African nation being to make it to the final and answer to fight for the title. And your man here too. You drew baby now. I say accra obi anyi that we are okay. Sometimes near underrated. Near sad in discipline abefem.
As when be ba ho so na.
Yeah, more potential to do no they fail to achieve. That has been a problem of West Africa. But look at this Senegalese team. Total discipline for Moho. Into Ismail Assar, Yemfane say, on air Jordan are you. Crucial stage of AFCON. O say Ismail Assar enter bench. Na Lami Kamara, this youngsters embo. In Nigeria term, in Sisa, or they call Ivory Coast, there were fashions in the Ivorian national team. Into the golden generation of Zokora, Ataboka, Aruna Dindani, they failed to win the trophy. But now look at this Senegalese team.
Wontumi.
Amo are in a new generation of many old guys and ebo. Inti Kalidou Koulibaly ambo in the grand finale. But who say the presence no, the absence no, can identify a woman team. Crepin the atta in say the trade in India has been a winger and attacker. Such things only happens at club level when players don't want to lose their position or their relevance in, on the field. But for a national team, a player or grow in stature, you will not agree to that. So they are exhibiting a traitor. It's so different from the typical West African. And then they do far because they have a backlog of talents. Say Morocco for you will be almost will be sir. I know that bar na Ghana team say we have a very long way to go. A lot of national teams are catching up on us. But there Yana say you need these streets, you need this enormous quality so look at the Ivorian side. Quality power now can you do mandate here. This is a Liverpool winner or a real baller. Can you say same in a national team? A bit difficult. But the Sadio Mane, I feel so rank African greater. I feel he should be second. He should be second. But virtue that George Oponria J Ballon d'Or no. Maybe I'm Sadio Mane Atwa so Abutri Kamo, they have that legacy. But for what he has achieved from club level to the national team, no, I feel so very great. Maybe Fabregas has a bit attitude to be one shot and man attract any big team. He lost to AC Milan. And also in Italy, the homogeneous results. But for him as a coach, you prefer losing via 4 and playing beautiful football. That is a mindset of a rookie manager. The end product, the name of the game now, results. Result oriented. And maybe a Manchester United, they will prefer winning games anyhow, keeping consistent win than playing whatever you think you are playing. And no be na Hansi Flick at the break Barcelona last season. They were winning anyhow. Now, okay, say they focus on winning, not the game. So when you're Arsenal, you won't last 2 weeks on Besakio. Chelsea, they will sack you. Any other big club would be So if you want to grow in stature in a Jumana or Fanadia, these sort of comments, men will say Allegri because it's disrespectful to the Italian people and the Italian league. But I feel it's just a clear statement that HSA Nipana Okasano or you agree, and he's yet to taste where pressure and what in the football circles now of finding itself. Yes, he has the luxury to do all that.
Pressure fans no Matthew Steve Medase Mezabra.
Yeah, I'll be very quick. I think they're in the Champions League also after a long break. But this part of the season is very important because we are in the run-in. I know definitely said there will be a match international break. But for the Champions League, many years say be a wow person qualify through the top 8 and you need to establish yourself. Subsequently, the first tournament a boy in this format, Liverpool in the top group when Timmy qualify for Ankoneni. But there is something strange about whatever Arsenal wants to do in the Champions League this season. Memekai will feed that there we say if there is a certain manager that can win Arsenal the Premier League and the Champions League, Tamani also for those days, Ebe Mikel Arteta. But I don't know when and I don't know how. A bit my this season, a bit my next 2 seasons, a bit my next 3 seasons. But perfectly, BBHSA is on the right track to do something. But Yebun Kompoko 2006-2007, the final of the Champions League, Yekoshe Muno, and one of the Milan clubs Nibi Kobos are final Nibi. I know G in 2006-2007, final Nebono Yoko boy, Bao J. The following season in 2007-2008, it was an all-English final in the UEFA Champions League. Arsenal share AC Milan the following season by 2-0. So how much in the Gigi Nameniso? Arsenal bought 5 solid defenders. At the Abu Dhabi. A boy as a left winger, a boy and a boy as a right winger. Flamini, Fabregas, Alexander Hleb, Adebayo, Omudi share an AC Milan team Omukuta Kaka. Patu, Inzaghi. Top squad. There was still Andrew Pello, there was still Gattuso. No more by 2-0. Yo, fast forward. Inter Milan, another Milan club, about final of the Champions League last season. This season, you go group stage to Estadio di San Siro. By Ney and San Siro, by Giuseppe Meazza. By the same venue. Dini Kekene Day. SSA. Arsenal last by Munich. Otia Real Madrid last season. Now, Obi Ahani said to make a statement in where one of the teams you need to play well and play and get a win. Because yaw, Bibians is sent from team no who be from team no ball final last year no. Mikita and Kwana Barella or Hakancha no glue that's all. We plan the mom on my reinforcement. There's still Bastoni, there's still Jan Sommer, Marcus Thuram Modaso, Lautaro Martinez Modaso. So Arsenal winning this game does not only ensure so many 3 points. You see the difference between last season Liverpool and this season Arsenal team here say Arsenal bought Bayern Munich 3. No boy in Milan 3. And my hope can the Liverpool last season with teams no mushia doing the group stage, And Arsenal and Kasana have more confidence going into the latter part of the season in terms of how they can win the Champions League. But for Mikel Arteta, whatever he has set his team up, we a proper test at the Inter Milan so. League no more secure 1-0 win be at so. But yaw say Inter share team omumu do omumu den amia a mentality no wo back kwa bi ni Arsenal team no.
Okay.
So if they also want to prove a point, it's not only Arsenal who wants to prove a point this season. If Inter Milan also wants, because the last 2-3 seasons, Inter Milan about the final of the Champions League, you know what I was saying. Omubo 2022-2023. 23-24 man timi ambo. But 24-25 for must have about final. So in the space of 3 years, in Tamland about final 2, Omunibi. Omoya replicated the form of Manchester United between 2009 to 2011. Omo appear in final of the Champions League 2 times. Omo timi anje. But when money the team keep a core part of the team, which we expect to say, the middle part of the season, they will fight hard and get to that level. And Arsenal team, one team ne boy ding, ne share ding. And Mikel Arteta team ni bibi. Ono a won show. Ono so a wo share na abebre. And any game on Makushia. It wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal goes there no makobo goalless no maba. Yes, and I want be no maba. Because what Mikel Arteta is doing at this part of the season, I don't know if you realize it. Ono a won show. Also on to me show so on my own share no. But the big question tonight surrounds about who is going to start as the playmaker for Arsenal. Is it going to be Odegaard and Eze? See a topic say that Arsenal supporters in the no. Odegaard there, Eze there, Odegaard there, Eze there. I think Obiane ne style no Obiane ne number 10 obo. By whatever number 10 Arsenal needs now, any number 10 now or too much aesthetics on the ball. Whatever number 10 Arsenal needs now, any number 10 Ofabo asabi ye can you retrieve more boys ne didi nkomo say or better free ball or mum pesa ade no. They need a number 10 obeti mama penetrative passes. Are decisive at crucial times. And as same way, me say time ni ho, me the besi because interview abeye. But quick predictions, I think Arsenal will not lose this game.
Champions League fixtures.
But tomorrow,
because where they say and should I get group phase.
So I think for Karat Martini Club Brugge be should go there tia omo. So a double chance Club Brugge over 0.5. Brugge
Enkoluzi.
Ewa we.
Omanya de
Ombe Then Bodo Glimt in Man City over 2.5. Saji nyina over 2.5.
Oh, okay.
Because Momo hard dream pa sanko for no. Then Ubenya Akomeah and Napoli. Akomeah over 0.5 on a handicap 2 goals. Akomeah over 0.5 for handicap 2 goals. I don't think Napoli will travel like Akomeah and 3-0. This is the Champions League. Antonio Conte minini. It will open the safe from Akomeah handicap 2 goals. In Milan Arsenal, I think this is a game at under 4.5 or under 3.5. Olympiacos Leverkusen. I think for this game Leverkusen man over 0.5. Ubenya Boetia Olympiacos. Real Madrid Monaco both team to score. And maybe over 1.5 or over 2.5. Sporting CB Paris Saint-Germain over 2.5. Tottenham Hotspur Dortmund both team to score in that particular game. Villarreal so with my both team to score.
Madrid is straight.
Madrid no. Mr. Madrid ni Monaco both team to score.
Monaco be should go.
Madrid ni Monaco both team to score. Both team to score. Both team to score. Now, Ochina, meba, me no be doing Akomeah for the reason why I believe says next season Man United can say Omo Uja Bruno Fernandes choir. Arsenal should be the first club to be there.
Arsenal.
Yes.
No a benchy Odegaard.
No Odegaard is tipping Bruno.
No, I'm asking.
Ome benchy. Ome kukuru Odegaard kwa chichire na to rapper mu no matu matwene.
So Bruno Fernandes.
Say
Arsenal 10.
Say if United decides someone Bruno party ways, Bruno no desires or party, he still wants to stay in Europe after the World Cup. Arsenal should be the first thing to be there. Omonya United to say the United they are more about Robin Van Persie. Now Joe Carey in Arsenal attack we na Bruno Ginomechi. No, so was be meant to declare for the chi. Or take here.
Oh, many 3P4 anyway. Many about so here there. Oh, okay. Mate. 3P garlic mixture. How's why there?
What film pint in our mention?
Oh, okay.
For women.
I had a baby do. I know now go by. Yeah, go pass mama ye view. Mrs. Yentiwa.
Medan se mami chete for nyasho for nyina anafe. 3P garlic mixture do and waswa if we pure natural health. Garlic crogen ye dia doing fanke jamfen so bia mfremu enum ti mo ahode no ejina ne na so ntinim akomam na moja mu adwuma o hwe me wutie me wo ya de bi wo ntinim akoma ne moja ne madra me kamfo dia ma osebeboa wo 3P garlic mixture ebwa na boost immune system ne dia maw enu ti yade entime men abra wafa edupai bi unya nto obi dia pharmacy shop no eben wo no me sorry abowura mu na kwaje ode eni abusua ni nyina nche nom emu rent ne no be ahodo nyi fini nkeka wa bia emfrim se de be ya moja betimi ede afusane na aboa amamu apomodin pa na ene ye hwe diabetes asichwe yade ansa na no je doctor number o hwe me wutie me o how be yade bi teto pesa wankasa for doctor wotenene na wo cheche mu kire no na o che okwan ya wo de fa so a wa ye krado so friend sisi a obeje o so ne number 0248 92 88 24 0248 92 88 24 yaka diabetes asichwe yade na mpempi na adwena ya na badodo na tim ne se asichwe anadoko niema bi ayedi ene dɔɔso nipadua ni mu na akwakofa asichwe yade ede aba misrautie na hyɛ nso pa enhwehwɛmu bi ani wadi aba se asichwe ene ma yenya asichwe yade na mmom ya na yetufu se wo obi a wasichwe yade ni bi de asichwe na so ni mfaso bi a emawo enhwehwɛmu bi ani wadi aba se asichwe na ma yenya asichwe yade na mmom afutuo ne ede kɔmawo se wo ye obi a wo asichwe yade a asichwe no ɛso ni mfaso bi a mountain fa ho ento so na nnuane fa no ye diwra yanyam no ɛfa na da ne glucose na ma ya hoden o glucose no ɛsese nya baabi ɛtsena nipadua na de bu my friend pancreas produce insulin sa insulin na o pancreas ni produce di amount no ɛhɔ ɛnɛsese o glucose no ɛtsena ɛno ti sɛ o nipadua no ɛntimi am produce enough insulin ama wa o glucose nya baabi a ɛntena sɛ fra o moja no sɛ sipe ɛne ɛka ne sɛ wonya siche yade diabetes no ebi ɛnɛ wɔ kɔ hospital ya body a kyerɛ sɛ o sugar level ɛwɔ soro ana wo no wɔn sɛ wonya siche yade diabetes no ebi de atutumrikai na kɔ pharmacy shop bi ɛbɛn wo kɔgye 3p garlic mixture do pay na nonom na fa bɔ ho ban efri sa yade kodie wo ehu ɛsiche yade yade bɔne asɛ yawo na ekrokro atɔ ho a yetimi etwa baabi ekro ne da sɛ yawo nan sɛ yawo nsa ɛsiche yade yetimi di wo dem ekro ne kumbɛya yɛ nti wo nan na wo nsa na ekro ne wo no yesi onkotwa emfi ho ɛsiche yade nti obi ani afra obi mema yom ɛkɔ fom wote ho ɛtwɛn die a wonkɔpɛ adupa ɛnonom ɛdoane 3p garlic mixture obia agiatum esiche yade America na asem enyini time de ba wonyini ana wompomu eyemre nipadua ne time twetwe yade ahodo pi ede mo no ankasa ne ho enu nti yade bia enyini etime kwotwe brew eye esiche yade se nyenyini na de brew de bia wabusua wo no de na yabusua yade wo fa bia na 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 bi wo bi ena wafiri mu nso bonsa wonyini kwa wanim no utime fa yade ne bi ewo saa kwan ne so ne nyina mu ne ya na yesen tufo wo honoma no hwe wodidie mu yie ne wode kwa wo yem no hwe ne yie se de be ye no nso enkofa yade bi emrew ensade bebre no no eya na wate so no wagyae emwaw erani padua no ma wonsunso so boni bebre nya ewo ni padua ne so kese amro so nso enye maw enu nti gyaa na dwedidie ne gyaa sade nam ne anwadua ne bebre no we ne nyina emwa ni padua no ensa yade bi se kra betena wo so a obre ansa no watimi akon yade no ama efri wo so mama nsanfa doctor number no emma friend sisi ana ene ne ntwetwe nkomo cheche yade ni mu kire no wa ye krado se obeboa eye 0248 92 88 24 0248 92 88 24 enu ntine we frase edwonso ntentem pass ne kane no nya okini wudunso twa bi ne ho aka ana wo ye be ma nya prostate eno how aba ho dia eye siche yade diabetes no esunsunsanso ni bi no ekwam ene sukom taade wo ntentem aduane ni nso na era yefru na sustain wa mo ahoden no eto mo anadwonso ade no adwonso ni nyina bese ko enu tisisi a no na ekom edew ekro to ho asede me di kankan no ne ko eden pa wo be ko akon na ekro no enkoda etime de mrawoye eba wo so enu ntime shop 3p garlic mixture do pay na fa ba ho ba etime wani fie wo sisi obi nso no ane ne tifia prekope na ne sote nhu ade bia eha no ne sote prekope ebetime aba se si hweyade ni bi na abo ni padua ne so na akofa sa ensunsuan so bone no edi aba unya 3p garlic mixture do pay bi na frase eno no ma ebe isa ohaw ni nyina edi afri wo so wonam ne wonsam eneta ye tititi esiche yade wo sensunsuan so bone no wedro eye 3p garlic mixture na ya na nya dro ne tone ne nom ne nko na ehia yen wapomoden ene da yakoma so ehu hia yen ti no ye ba se na niam bi wo ho na wo ye ka ho wo fie home remedy bi wo ho na wo ye na eboa ayaresa no eme kon kan ya doctor ema ye de tudwa enu ntime so unim wonwono ahahan ya friend say bitter leaf na pe wonwono ahahan be se edu na fanyenya kakra fra na fa kakadro ketua bi etum blend na nonom ne kakra sa na wotumi ensantem no ensa chai papa ebeba apomoden ne so afa 3p garlic mixture no ebo to diabetes ase na ehwese pressure yade no so be free so stroke yade enetete wa 3p garlic mixture wo yo ba fichi kromo ya atna so ache be ma pesa amba mboba prostate ni mu apedu pay bi na nonom na emua enyi sa how we nyina emfree so na enye na ewo pharmacy shops any herbal shops atia te se yeman mu baby atum aduro bi abowremu a wonsa etimi ka bidie hiane se obebodi nsa mepe 3p garlic mixture ne mom ya na wa hyene nso ukosa ukoto aduro no a ewo toam ni tini ye kokko garlic eda ho no eye kokko enu nti ukọ ne efedu fufuro bi de kyerɛw se eye garlic mixture san yade a obodi na bia mesew ensom hunhunu niam amabobo so iwaduro no akọwanim kopim se obenya no bi ansa na wato wadwen ya wontanta ebibiduro ne abrofuduro bi adaso nti ubeda no we aka ho e ma ne ha toko fie wonum ya 15 minutes edukro na wonum kan wen kofo hawo emre wa pomode enu nti me send the doctor number 8 chato na ma sorry so e dia ma pharmacy shop no eben wono bowra mu na je odie ne number no friends wa emfere se ne oyade ne tie bia chemu kire no na omwa e 0248 92 88 24 0248 92 88 24 3p garlic mixture.
Wo mate yada senti 3p no monye na mompe bi ntona munyusi eno ana beje wo ba enom bema nso enom na sisi wo kama na se bibia eku e wa bonten de kapo wona afia bonten ba
nyame adom fancy bibia boko
nso amu na na
we atmosphere bibia fa bibia de dem na ye bebon komo pa o ze no akra bi shego nations game no mo ne aduana no ifa no se ifa no ye Newton nkra ne bia o
Newton akwala
isa sportifo no bibi o coach no Newton also wo ye coaching bi wo ya na ye ta ko hwehwe no wo yo no atonzu no enu nkra ne bia akra ne bobo pa na Newton team naba team manager no wa baiti wa tene ya betin kaka e wo so na fancy ye start ni eni nkomo kakra e wo Ghana na afie mfa local stories ne kakra enso famra nsam ne de doso anopa no ya be story de ma about young apostle say omubebo league omuntu aso embo ye de ho update enso e de ba na no pay e de amamu say de update ni nyina nso esitie e wo Ghana league because referees ne officials ne nsam ne de e ya na hadwe kwa ne mum no ye be start de ni nkomo kakra from the Ghana Football Association na yera Henry Asante enkomo awabo no yemfa camera on the Black Stars of Ghana. Black Stars in preparation towards the World Cup on the saying esitie Ghana boaboa ye ho MZ AFCON e koso ni ntina ye ntenu ama na Ghana ye ne mum wa kire se Ghana gusu a ye boaboa nra ana yera Henry Asante on sporty ebon komo ema ohun preparation before the World Cup e kwa Ghana faso e prepare yentie no.
So once May is over, it means that these players will start coming down, or depending on when we will come, then they will start arriving. Maybe one at least or two friendly matches in June, and then per the regulations of the tournament, we are supposed to arrive in the country of host at least 5 clear days before your first match. Our first match is on the 17th. So what it means is that FIFA expects Ghana to arrive in America on the 12th latest. Yes. So from the 12th, you have 5 days to play your first match. So when you arrive, you go through all the protocols,
Eno ensema yera Henry Asante eri tu Ghana ni nyina mu no ana odi tu charge coach Efeno Tuado coach ebo adwuma na wama the build up to the World Cup the coach ewo behind the scenes bia yehu okọ the team we no akostra players oguso a oye adwuma o chese coach enye o internet no o monitor every Ghanaian player our league o ba said a bit timenya good squad for the World Cup yentie no so build up to the World Cup saying anisitie
working, and I like the effort he's putting into the build up to the World Cup. Every time you call him, he's somewhere, either sitting in a train, visiting a player. Sometimes he doesn't want the information to be out, but the key ones, he wants us to put it out. So he's working a lot behind the scenes. And these days, scouting is not only about being present in the stadium. Scouting can be done via softwares and other platforms, and they are always working. I also know that there have been conversations with the leadership of the FA to also strengthen the technical team. He has made certain, request to the FA to beef up a bit for the World Cup, because this is the biggest competition in the world. So you must always put your best foot forward, and that's what he's trying to do. It's unfortunate that recent incidents, haven't been good, and for that matter.
Of course, they say you go so I boy home to the World Cup. From now till June, and no ayon coma, you be coswa, you be di, or you do me more. You remember Adriana near Din Coma, Adriana Stars, and Ra, see you, you know, bon coma, away in Jume so Amani Church and Semu, Eddie Maya, not dear Emma, and ni Ghana Phobi bring so any Jim Comono, Baku, and the choir, Mufasu, Emma supporters, Bastadium, Common year mobilization, do baby, you see, Pam Mastadium, my help born, Nemum, Adriana 40, almost a sun narrative, no saying. And of us all, we are in our chain mobilization of funds. Yentie kakra era atapoku edituda.
I am in my stadium, boys, colors pub, eclipse, memories. The minimum one echo. I'm not going to Amokasa. No problem with it. And the nature we now have the youthful exuberance and the strength. Say a bit to me, they are solving problems, maybe, together with resources. Until no maybe I also know boy.
Well, I know I can't free or by tea and twasso na ye and come na or goal of the month near share said ye ne a koye on ye nominees nina and the manemo Salim Adams and a winning goal of the month of December where the go no the toneta na FA pa Salim Adams of Mediama and no and a winning goal of the month of December. I know I can't free or a debate on some debate go no and ye Ediama game against Brekum Chelsea week 13 and ye don't some go need your projecting ye Ere to them na Oshe said the coach of the month and so is coach no call Edema coach Abdul Karim Zito no and Iwini and Afi Oshe said the Newma and so ACT player of the month no and also Dreams MC a player no and an insa Eke Abdul Razak Salifu and Iwini and Afi goalkeeper no so Eko Edema Abrantia Fenise Mohamed Kamara of Kumasi Asante Orokono and Iwini Saward na Dewonsem the Eba na the Ghana Football Association coach Abdul Karim Zito and our coach IFN Prince Yaw Owusu Omo and so charge wo muni nyina no a gamer a course so e baby ani omni baby ani go stars game a course no said nneoma esikwe no every furniture say omo buso omo nsamba akomienu bi omo emiya no eno e nkomo no say the city e don nsem the by Laryea stars so coach Arestica so omo a charge no omo game against nation no say ono so ni bufu pa ono de ye pon game no na onya referee kra oba referee no nti eno so every for no hwe no mutena so mu se wanya de nti no eye kakra efri o e de eba na referees ne officiating our Ghana have problem Kumasi Asante Oroko Global Supporters Council wo mu enra omo so kwotena ase se omo de omo ntenu ma bi ase officiating our Ghana ha especially against Kotoko ha dwi eye pa nti omo akwotena ase meeting so omo chro e de amade efi so omo hwe Ghana ye referee no eye eukroma.
Kotoko has suffered decisive and material prejudicial officiating decisions at the same venue, that is the DNA Dance Park, which is affecting us critically in achieving our roles and responsibilities and in achieving our targets. We can recall in 2003-2004 football season, referee Franklin Akumate, an Accra-based referee, awarded a last-minute penalty against Asante Kotoko, which, after the game, the footage clearly shows that the ball rather struck the hands of the striker of the BN Gold Stars, but sarcastically a penalty was awarded against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. In 2004, 2000.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko wa eno time the management supporters no enya akwanhia management no busa question eja omeya no na ba ko a eba na penkre ya no branch here friend say he be jew ni contract no busa say ni city o me de bi be kan no so oba ya o sign 4 years nti munya abotremre enso ewom e ma player no na Peter Amido akwa enso de eba no say from last year o ma bona so on say o mugu so mo ne no edin komana na penkra e the way etuda
Iwejewu ọba àdánù yẹ into almost at least for next 4 years they will say only why into project and one na other ones also there ebusuno omoka ene kura me ba kokura po alopa no me ba kokura kan wase edun ti ni say me ma timelines say ene ni china ya me ni bewie ya sha say ene fertilize ya pre-season time crowd ya sha say no mukai be say edun ti ni wie
free ono edi bana yerem ewo young apostles anopa no ye no mu di nkomo ema omo che omo grievances omo say referees si omo team league no kro omo biem ema omo say Friday against Dreams no kro omo ko but omo mo na omo che say report eba ne say the Ghana Football Association afre omo a che say omo edi nkomo omo person omo resolve the issue nti e say there every phone contact omo catch omo say omo nkobo na bibia be ye nti nkomo no eguso ekoso nti nim say Friday there sa game no eno so ebe koso yerem baba Iraq Sports Stadium school games na ekoso no okes omo eno Our Lady of Grace okes for bomo 3-0 as you see okes for omanya do final ye the next game oas omo any prempe and the boy ni wa be wini no one okes and a DAC and Fanci yemfa insiwa new
yo couple we na officiating a problem or a game no officiating a problem in say ade bia ye de ane ho ye di boy achi ye dada akonto mu ye ka no minima de kronti a referee for no ya na omo confidence say the central for can the fans ka no enko ba bia mu ntwa so ade chia obi enka ho asem bia mu na de na mo pekasa sa no de ne ya ne wo referee for no chi de ne ya ne ebo ma chi dom sa minimum ne say a stadium of 90,000 capacity. The referee has been given authority to man every affairs. So, at the end of the day, you say, "Je be beat your opponent way." I didn't hear. Wow! Wouldn't you say we trim the ye no? Ye tieni pafafo. Referee for no be menka from you but make you know. Oh, they see a point. I'm the message in a course on a church. It's all dodgy because they be calling you. Meanwhile, no more field no so cry no more. Yeah, I say, because on 20 pound. But you can't be said 50-50. So you just be complaining 50-50. 50-50 means that the discretion, the authority, I'm a referee. They say, wait, bet me a come a couple, bet me a come a Akomeah, but only say come a Akomeah more. When you at the end, say, wait, a split decision. The referee has to decide. Or decided 1, 2, 3, 4, air call one side. When him break. And a born I abono, me say, referee no kwamra. No, and no be at Misia. But its application belongs to one man. No more applier. You who say, why apply the ye, where your boy. She, now Senegal in Morocco, you know. And yet, Morocco Senegal game no kwa ho ni bre na Senegal for no de eba game. Omo de to Tanzania. At the dining games embeds of the game penalty by your woni petico. If you saw it. Tanzania game no omo bo go so. Yes aso hu Morocco ne Cameroon. Me se what na ba twe. Aha. Or the war Cameroon na video no o say on internet to be ntimi delete. Van fre Tanzania de van fre. O ye o ho a wo ka say no. If I don't step up and confuse the system, na you referee for no man shade we so. And man no moye your games mu na no man for hu. O man come no wudi o man nipa de di nkomo. O mu bi ye mu ye bi nipa nim apie. Na ye nka ho asem a it doesn't mean say dako. Wani mu wase. Look, announce chino chi amanfo no nye dako na announce chi o mu. refi for ni bi ye boni a ye boni kura me bi mu kura jai atifi and go asane bada ko be kan sometimes so touch line game we stadium na refi di ball no ya na ho kyerew o benya peso sori ko fie
ya na e boapaya kwana no mehwe mu game no highlight no na me bisa sa question say eto we mu anke be kan because ya metena ma ya bo asante woro kwa gize bia we ni we the last time e kan mu game bi me boa and we say kuma say
yeah
so me bisa ni tin say referee no je den
yeah I didn't referee for no you know and now no here esa say o kan boni ni nyina bomu
premeditated ade
yeah o kan boni ni nyina bomu a ignorance and incompetence about 10-15%. So onim law na afane ni so any non-coordination from lines no kakra bi de aka nyina onim pa obehye da create distance no baby na action na si baby
even enran nkura games no mo ball baba ya no I'm telling you referee now would be between cars any was no e ka de kem se nko bi bone ha mi amegina soro kwa hu ni se no bo abo bi kokko na referee go kick megina hu se ye twa obi last man wo penalty referee free kick no atwa ba kira sa ma red
omo ye ni double poke and on division 2 game
and I'm shocked
there was a corner lines in the zone say corner or over emu ba ako line e over or dey atene ho so on flag ni so no musi raise no offside so no musi raise offside na ben no or dey kire nani ho e mfimfia or dey kire say
na e wa kire so peja kosro
we know we've been learning it just as musumusi ade no line no say e over no yes I was just watching the guy now me say we then tell me about we FIFA stipulated the authority say linesman you are not close to the action but you feel so I'm so we a leader we a senior we know oh yes say no me show two ni na and me bottonet I mean show referee no
line no run kwa
don't say na smooth atom yeah I didn't referee unim referee di Senegal ne Mali na no Senegal ne Morocco game ina no
Jacques Ndala Ngambo
oya Ghana referee even born Laryea di Nigeria de no gina udi no oya Ghana referee de Laryea no ye ka bo ho 10 kra udumini no Ghanaian referee they are listening to me Ghanaian referee with the center for Morocco and Nigeria no apart from Laryea no odi mpo a
no va no
yeah me na catch you the level na Laryea ehunu o game no ma me san ka se mo security department bia ye chiom na no pay but only say within every security for now djuma no moye no yes our intelligence department bi wo ho
enye obi anso na betimi akọ
na me nshirawo e the police ni soja ni na o hia no omuamu say our intelligence team bi wo ho omuamu and not everybody belongs to that department lie ye neko VAR as head of the VAR chese bibi esi field no so bibi esi ha ni nyina no or big say yes I be just center or sako fourth me say game no di Nigeria ne Morocco no Ghanaian referee omuti of testing bro say me metimi di on testing di mra even no Angela yantum na de mo ye wa ha you metimi na kosi Tanzania ne yi say na amba bo ho dia omo ye me pese be bo me na fofo na me ni mo ye referee from pese bo mo nyina credit the example Laryea bono dia answer Africa ni ya free hand you say no the guy did so well. None of the Ghanaian referee for the big team di sabo na Laryea di no akukodro nya di ye level no Ghanaian referee na dia mo ye okroma yi look my maintenance game no ye and na no ye obaba yara ha say referee Taylor send bet me abo no di ye James Taylor Bob Kamara pie free pole no obaba che ball no outside wa anye Kamara fan hu di ye kotoko baba yara ha Kamara de kwa Africa
ano kudi red no
ade na mo ye ofie no mo dwe se mo boa clubs no ba mo high you are not helping the cause of our game referee for no Julian no adai ya be na nunu nya best referee no as the last 3 years a man ka no best referee no
best referee anya dentist appointment so
my stick to referee no he is a contest now nunu enya ka no nya na 3 years ago supposedly when you more experience and ameboa Bona Samba Shade, it was one of the beautiful goals I've been this season. Me, I am the analyst for goals and I was at the stadium.
Oh yeah.
Born on was through. The game was through. So quantify chances I know game no more. Say 10 and I got to about 6 and go stars or 4.
Wow.
Now how that chance and a buy now? You can say powerful header. What's in your header beyond your friend powerful?
Pandemonious.
Brofo be repeat woman view. Yeah, see someone.
Okay, so highlighting me. So now me say me who say or Jaden because there was a goalkeeper no kwani pion player a free.
Just see number me person e ko bi na me hwe Jesse no. The mark you know Samba no. Samba no ye Sanu Burkina striker no. Omuni shot we say mu ombeba opane camera na omuni ohu. Sanu kranti ahwe also ogina ho.
Yeah.
Razak Sanu wanti anhwe. But baby as to the nunu je na je se me kobuso no amu nunu no.
Na me bisa oje de hin.
Je se me kobuso nunu. He didn't do well. Like game me rating a free because of this decision. Because it was
the modern mono.
Yes. This moment was a penultimate. I've met Nunu in numerous games away. You didn't come here, chia. But today I am telling Nunu, say Nunu, you didn't do well. No, man can say, and now no baba yaradia no. It's the same one. What can I put in for here? It was also Kruma no you and you.
So the answer me then say, Momoka ka. Ebisu baba yaratia timsa. Ya beka wa ha.
Oh yeah, makama kutofo mpani for you na kase oh ni you say no the okroma. Kotoko no kra no why adwuma ni look, Kotoko is the first club I made video analysis at the moment in terms of club football. Coach Polak.
Yeah,
Steven Wadi na ni wo fi ha. On recommend him ma coach no. Saturday or angel. I don't say are you sure video analyst? No, and I'm say yes. And I'm saying me meeting or hotel na wo Adako Jachi new Rosa Pale. Hona hotel me Darucha. Felix was in that room and it was from point. What about coach? You don't know so can Kotoko is the first team I made a video. Na me catch the coach and say Sadiq Adam say na retire no. No tifi no. Obo number 9 but obo center o nyina ho. So on pe obi obigina na Sadiq nya
call lines na
sombra. Go and check the lineup. And na Kotoko nya 4 penalties no. Bobo tugu ya last hour.
And penalty nko 4 make that game.
Clubs no. Me it is my dream to work for national team. It is on your club na me ye madwuma ho me ye no all out. Kotoko de esi wa no ye ka amanfo ntie. De James Taylor be ye wa no na sempa nfo twi nanim. Bobo atenga house age penalty to omo mboti ago stars. We say you are planting something in the game. Versus not to justify idea no ye. Me no ye me pon game no. I for him me twa picture me yire me ho me me ho adwane akọhwe chairman na makra no ko. Nti ba hunu na mu anka no crunch no. But the chiro no me hu the lines no. I say what did you see? No him you reading
ubusana sana as o putting on the spot.
I chiro na am say what did you see? Because go stars come you near the side here me timi kasa service kumase. I didn't matwa kwan makra me mouth two na me no mot me yire ni ha. Na matwa kwan kwa na dwe ni coach man kwa ni players yakọ bia boy e bia so adru ni ohun se sisius wo hu de make no oba batika ni ma oba kasa sa but any kwan se de no ye ni esi a game has to be sanitized in a level uja referee Akomeah kwan sa kwa Africa ko see na you have confidence in Akomeah Abonjele Tom Senegal South Africa referee no D4 Emma final now. Abonjele is the best referee in South Africa. People even think that he should have been the center. You just referee kwano kwa Africa ni yemshishi because if you know we need how bonny. This header from Samba. Katona tire referee kwano run first co center. Powerful header. Obrofo no can say. No dinner go no. Now we are free. Obi anka bibia. He should come out and apologize. He's a top referee. An incident to a second to Accra. Look at the header. Center back or head or didn't sakura good. Center back. Now
bar area.
Now. Yeah, or for this good. But this guy is a good. Center back beer or cost or no cost or is a good. And if that is done to go stars many baby, your comedy man there fajro. Me many panel 1-2 Jano to for one of GTI. You ready to talk? Yeah, Makasa see you new a chasso. Makasa see you new chasso. kwana make catch your game no there home no there yaw eti kotofo no ya nkane ya team no and apart from this team kotoko ha na say o ka say team ya jama mo you could park with experience as abachiri it is a 2 year wa hana yanka e ko si wo bonten a ne ye wo ho ayentumi nka patcho ate ase ase wo hu krom ni ne ye bo no na one ne ye free wo bibisa yentumi nka because no bitimi si unti pani mu bi anka Julian Ludu shameful performance why would you say sebo we nye adentia oh man ya mama Fanci
meza the referee so nkomo de ya kasi yedi ade bechi yen because in pempi na no ye ko weekend the bar ka discussions in surrounding around football enye na see I think for almost a year now I have not seen bad decision making by referees in a weekend this season or Ghana Premier League weekend here absolutely disgraceful. Referee Alex Cote, I understand the reason why Kotoko is our press conference. There has been 2 instances at Kotoko decisions be a more. The next morning, then you'll be say, I have heard Alex Cote speaking on radio about the said incident. Me mate. Say all come was him. Then fast forward, when we've had one of the worst weekends for refereeing decisions, he's nowhere to be found.
On Kasai. And then I've been Tuesday. Yeah, I'm going to watch now. Midweek.
On carry. But Kekuti and Nipa Bakodia. Is it that is where Kotoko Ebufuni in a free bar? And these are clubs who are complaining about it. And Ukraine say, "Omo are benefactors of some of these decisions are referees need take." Your problem there say it many just say new thing. You know what I say? Or you analyst ma goal stars, but the goal should have been a goal. But me no work say.
Baba ya ma bian ku.
But me no work say.
Em be complaining. And he say, the opposite there also worker.
Me no work say there are certain clubs me no work say omo na koma omo a. Koma ba be gina ba bi be ka say there be referee ade. That is the problem we have. We are not honest. Clubs na ngasa mpanyifo ne omo mudi animu no. They are not honest. Omo ni no kura ma omo ho. Ona woni no kura ma ho ekotia ode ana wusu. Ekoma ode ana wo sere. Enu ni statement ana omo kan. Oh, we dey say si wo ba bia. Oh, no, normal. Who counts where they see what
I young apostles of league no.
But there have been but there have been certain decisions. I'm on for swap wenchi. I could not problem. Almost sumama. I'm your fair young apostle for one so oh, where they a new moon some referee in our course. And we're taking it. Benedi also league. When you are mountain, one and you free crobon in him.
I say, Quay,
for money, I want to know croma body. To the idea who done it.
And then Quay among
Mr. Omunan, they should all suffer. Obiaka will be Omuntinam, Sabi Penutina Fiaman could arena and can inquire for a can will be. To be there, stay. Oh, quite to know voice over who done your quintinum. I am in Jali Gribo, Opiama Unabo, Obabo. Ah, when I didn't know Obabo. League no Obabo by force. Sabi Muyen Natum Dodo. Nyatum sem ne doso dodo ekomoa ye ekotiawa bo ye kabi referees na nyase mo machi o ya be kabi abo referees na chi ba wo se clubs ne mpanyifo ne kasa kire wo mo munde no kura be sesa ya dia na fe se referee abeji bo bia ma ahye na aka say oh this one I believe say any kwan say easy wo de any kwan say o ka say ni na believe say kura kabibi mi ehunu say ade no. But yeah, also a referee na akɔ ne course. There have been
instances home team on my book game away now my losing say home supporters and answer fans and a bomb on some away team. You understand?
Me say we death any taxes they all nest pa Ghana Premier League team is started that one a home team say man of the match and 2 home team say forces say Yema. Oh, the time crash to say.
Man of the match. I'm sure, sir. Different day, baby can was him. I don't know you. man of the match
last year kind of munyai
omajai weekend we go stars ne kotoko game no in fact now why mu no mo dey show mo nsa so munye am say match commissioner na say venue media officer
na me hu mo so mo take this decision
kotoko game no
media officer any match commissioner
we two will go stars side we two kotoko side do am dem nipa 4 na maka yo enyo no ne man of the match no
omo ahun no say ohun no say Sunday no mo dem bo washro
yeah
that be a Saturday right
Saturday yeah
Kotoko
side no
2 from Kotoko then 2 from Ghost Stars no
nanya man of the match in the year no man of the match no kra na ka be 25 minutes 30 minutes no pre-free game no na game no akọso no say 0-0 me na me catch us say a defenders ni goalkeepers no na e ma game no e 0-0 nya attack that attack if you don't say Kotoko go no kra samba na be pem share yeah
one deciding game.
I'm telling you, there are certain games that belong to attackers. You see it. Game no so game well for defenders to just get you 1 point. Look, game way no. Kotoko side. Na you catch the Badu catch and then Prince Badu and then Hubert Jau. Omumba akubia no timinya. Ubu Sami Ahmed Badu catch. Badu catch he was the enigma of that method.
Yeah. Energy, different energy.
Honestly, Jana Hubert Jawaba. Who you to this in go side number 1 Vincent Atinga
or Kotaka will be Dogo.
Okay.
Atinga in your man of the match no me say enko Baduka chiro 2 no.
Okay.
Atinga nya enko Baduka chiro who be Jawu or Ofori.
Yeah.
Atinga partner no. I'm telling you, say for your business.
Man of the match, no.
No, only one. I want you.
Okay. I so business. I say, first man, I'm in sporty, talented stars MC. As you tear more, okay.
I had only one selection. No way. The team manager at your Tronis Monday.
Of course.
No one discuss a lineup. But Saudi owner.
Yeah,
man, quite free with them. I'm quite okay. It's really team.
Oh, no, see you, boss. Boko, Boko. Hey, Yamiasipa. Now, team no Niama Kose. Oh, Niama, Yamiadum. MZ team no. Your motto here, God is in control. God is in control. Sporty, talented stars FC.
God is in control.
God is in control. They say, league no more break, and I say,
for the meantime, they break it.
Okay.
Because you above first run.
Okay.
Yeah, trying a phone say be or make us a RF phone, so make us a be a twice one. I say, break it for a week.
Oh, okay. Now, Division 2 or no bonnet to say.
Oh, no bonnet,
zone no.
Come up.
No more okay. Hooliganism to trust some more higher boy. I will say,
what you're born of 1 sentence. I am not
Momo, I'm a save. But before, bro,
double near share last week. Now, I'm saying, I'm
watching double share last week. Was a breaking news says, I come, Muman say, okay.
Changes.
First 11 now, the ball, double 3. I have won it. Double once and Yamame.
Double Casa 2 much.
Sana man 3.
Catch and Colana so when you're
no. Oh, nice. Well, my idea, pa, my idea. That's great. Now, is it to say vision and maybe nations ne Adriana.
Yeah.
Player now she go no. Joseph Ifa. Who player no.
Second round yana with the man nations.
Wow. Unimbobo.
Second round yeah.
Wow.
Said yeah. Muda siri no nyina.
Ah, new team now.
Muda siri no nyina free sporty. Echo mo anim na. Sana sporty players ni nyina.
Oh, okay.
Because me ba last 2 years, I'm saying me cast by 4 years. You who sporty players by 5 for national team.
Wow.
Last 2 years, I'm saying mo train echo under 20. And last year bako echo to Messi.
Oh, okay.
They on a ball Ashgood for central
defense one.
Very talented defender.
Wow. So more Juma pa.
So monso mutimi echo outside so omonso making impact for him. Last year bako the best player or Malta.
Oh, okay.
Sylvester Siam.
Wow.
Say sport here
mo ye adwuma o coach ni Newton
me coach ni Newton
o ya de kakra o mo ne multi say enye say o TNTV be say o ka bibi
ye de
mo jini tu
me na mpesenka a blaster pra na nka okoye adwuma
zao
no kre
wow go when the tactics no dey boa mo na
adwuma de onimpa apart from analysts no coaching no so one of the best coaches in Ghana.
Wow.
Say omo edini ye adwuma ebetimi aboa ya national
team player ya obo nations Newton atete na
amana Newton akwala no
hey masa easy Newton enche no easy
just a beginning.
Wow. Oh, that is great. Was you new no the profile ni ebo no
we ni shop before
na mo for
we shop before ayi ke jira no achi coach
oh okay
shop 500 but ha na ebo 4 goal
muni senior Ferachi team
Asante links
last
season no.
Wow.
And this season we share 3.
Wow.
This season they board draw. Last season we share back to back.
Well, you're ready to see last words.
Last word there. I met that Pastor Daniel Mensa.
Okay.
And a senior Fred.
Okay.
Joseph Fanso. say EBEN in Chenotnaka crowd.
Oh, okay.
And a team manager John Anaman.
Okay.
And Adolfo Mieno or more Eshemi.
Okay.
You may Mohammed and Accra Amantese Azeria.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, say 1 month pepe and Abalano said NATO Sharaf.
Okay.
President John Mama
Neba Sharaf Mohammed. Okay. Okay.
Nice. I don't want to do so because the bomb winning NS operations and coach Anochi.
Coach Anochi, yeah,
national coach.
Yeah.
Technical director.
Yeah.
And
sport.
Chairman Kotoro.
Okay. Yeah. Chairman Kotoro.
Onene nipa o AGM
Omo Akomeah nimsa.
Ekwe nimsa.
Berasi.
Mela no munyina.
Okay. See you. Yes, we had a sepa. Why say no best try. You be you be much because Newton or Hontino. The way see tag or for has you know say Okona and fire as we had the beba. Okay. Now ya to us. So we see sporty talented Stars FC.